moment, but we're not totally there yet. We're at a moment, there's no question, because we're all using, Sam's products, other products, and going, wow, we're having this incredible experience with an AI. We really have not quite had this kind of interactivity before, but we don't trust it quite yet. So we have to cross-trust. We have to also turn to those regulators and, hey, if you look at social media over the last decade, it's been kind of a fucking shit show. It's pretty bad. We don't want that in our AI industry. We want to have a good, healthy partnership with these moderators and with these regulators. I think that begins the power of kind of where we're going. And when I talk to our customers about what they want, they don't really know exactly what they want. I mean, they know they want more margin. Julie will tell you that. They want more productivity. They want better customer relationships. Albert is going to want that. But at the end of the day, they're going to turn to these AIs, and are they going to replace their employees, or are they going to augment their employees? And today, the AI is really not at a point where we're replacing human beings. It's really at a point where we're augmenting them. So I would probably not be surprised if you used AI to kind of get ready for this panel and asked, ChatGPT some really good questions. Hey, what's some good questions I could ask Sam Altman on the state of AI? It made you a little better. It augmented you. My radiologist was using AI to help read my CT scan into my MRI and this type of thing. We're just about to get to that breakthrough where we're going to go, wow, it's almost like it's a digital person. And when we get to that point, we're going to ask ourselves, do we trust it?
For the record, I did not use ChatGPT to prepare for this panel. It's not, for my purposes, it's not quite there yet. Julie, people talk about AI at a level of abstraction, but I feel like people are trying to understand, so how does it really improve productivity in exactly, the question Mark was posing? So you run a vast organization. I mean, you just told me you employ 330,000 people in India alone. What do you have any sense already of how you are implementing AI and what it's doing?
Yes, okay, so let me be practical for a moment. I'm old enough that I remember when I was working at my law firm and email was introduced. And I remember because I was a young lawyer who, after 5, you had to stand by the fax machine yourself to fax anything to send to a client. So email of my law firm said, well, email's great, but you cannot attach a document and send it to a client because it's not safe. Now think about that. A little bit of what's happening today when we have these abstract conversations, our employees actually want, in many cases, to use this technology, and they're going to start pulling. For example, if you do field sales in consumer goods, you spend most of your time trying to figure out what was the customer, did we have a delivery issue because that's a different department and all that. And today, with the technology today, with all the appropriate caveats, you can very accurately now on your phone be told which customer to go to, whether they have a delivery problem, generate something personalized, and then spend most of your time talking to your customer, which is how you really grow. So when we think about AI, of course, there are different risks. The technology is going to change, as Sam said, right? And it's all about knowing what is it good for now? How can you implement it with the right safeguards? As a CEO, I have someone I can call in my company. They can tell me where AI is used, what the risks are, how we manage them, and therefore we implement it. And so we're implementing it broadly in the areas where it's ready now. But I think we have to be careful that we don't. You started this panel by saying we're going to solve the problem of AI. And the immediate thing I said is, I hope we're going to figure out how to use AI, because it's a huge opportunity, and I'm sure Albert's going to talk about what it's going to do for science, but it's also doing a lot of great things for our people who don't want to spend their time reading and trying to figure out things, and would love to spend their time with clients or customers. So the single biggest difference between those who will use it successfully and not, I believe, are leaders educating themselves So they're not the ones that told me I couldn't email a document. But you cannot do that if you do not spend the time to learn the technology and then apply it in a responsible way.
So if you were to try and improve productivity at Accenture,